We just topic, sort of. We were under an hour.
Way to show everybody what's going on behind the scenes, JD. We've started recording. Welcome to the Itch Network podcast. The date is not correct on the thing, so I'm going to fix it. It is the 25th?
Yes.
Pure confidence. Pure.
I'm
Even
Spencer.
though I signed all my documents today, the 24th.
Oh,
It is the 25th.
it happens.
That's
That
Eric
means you
right
need
there.
vacation.
That's Eric right there in the hat. In case you can't see, Eric's wearing a hat. Why don't you say something?
Which one?
Oh,
We're both wearing hats.
I'm so used to JD always wearing a hat. I don't even recognize it anymore. It's just part
I'm
of.
wearing a hat for the same reason Eric is.
Scared of your hair?
I don't want to do my hair. It's just going to be a fro anyway. Doesn't matter.
I think fros are beautiful. That's just me.
Oh, thanks. Black is beautiful. Black don't crack. Thanks. Sure.
And
Sure.
we got
Say what you're
JD
gonna
here.
say.
Oh man, we got a hell of a show today. We got some stuff to talk about. We got The Last of Us 2. We both we're playing it. We can talk about a little bit, but I don't think we'll ever really go into spoilers on this show, but we'll try our best not to ruin anything. We got Mixer coming to an early end. And more.
And
more. But before we get to any of that, JD, what you been playing?
Last of Us. Eric, what you been playing? That's like fucking it. Final Fantasy as well. But yeah.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 as well. And I just downloaded Assassin's Creed's Freedom Cry because I need to do some sailing.
Freedom Cry.
Freedom Cry.
Freedom's Cry?
Uh-uh.
It was a free PlayStation Plus game.
Oh, it's Black Flag. Oh, they gave you the whole game? Wait, this is full walkthrough. It's DLC. It's DLC. Oh, it's a standalone. Cool.
Yeah.
You play as freaking black dude. First mate.
I don't know yet. Haven't turned it on.
Yeah,
Downloading it.
That's you play as
I think you'd like that, JD.
well, he was an alright character. I didn't mind it. But yeah, no, Black Flag, like if you're feeling really piratey, that's the go-to right there.
They should make a good like fucking pirate game. Why don't they ever make one?
They
Seems
made
like it'd be great.
Xbox made that game.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So Xbox made
Sea
that
of
pirate
something.
game, and it was really cool, but it just had that issue of like you needed a crew.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea
I
of
played it a
Thieves.
little bit. I mean, it was okay.
I could see it being fun. Yeah.
It was okay.
It's just it was hard because it required a crew to actually do anything good. So then you had to have friends, and I don't have friends. Skull of Bones, that's another
Are
one.
you getting this one?
Yes, I am totally playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I am a Viking by blood. I will be playing Viking game.
Rawr.
But yeah, other than that, just playing some D&D. Played Final Fantasy 14. I got that for the PS4. Started a new account. Been rocking through that. Lots of story. Lots of stuff going on in that game. Loving it. What about you, Spence? What have you been playing?
I've been playing a little D&D with you. That was good.
Anyone else?
No, just you.
Oh.
I've been playing League of Legends. Getting back into it. I'm trying to. I'm always like in the process of getting back into that, and then I stop for
I
a
saw
little
you.
bit.
You were playing a ranked game.
Yeah. I got yelled at.
Did someone tell you to get an abortion?
Yeah.
I remember you.
In no uncertain terms, yeah. And then, yeah, I've been playing The Last of Us Part 2. JD, what do you think of The Last of Us Part 2 so far? How far are you in it?
I think I'm actually at the ending cutscene when I was playing it just now.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Can you believe there's no more zombies?
Right? They're all dead. I guess there's world peace to look forward to. It's It has a pace.
It has a pacing problem.
It has a pacing problem,
Okay.
and I feel like that takes a toll on the rest of the game. The I know your complaint was it was too slow.
The first one.
Not the case in this one.
Yeah.
It's actually frantic.
Huh.
You're constantly running. My favorite parts in the game, I'll tell you right off the bat, are when, and I can't believe it's taken a sequel for them to do this, but when the infected are in the same room with the enemies that are chasing you.
That's awesome.
That's so much fun because then there's a bunch of clickers and you're like, oh, this brick's about to put in some work. This brick is now a grenade. And then you hit a dude and he's like, what the fuck? And then the clickers go nuts like, motherfucker. And then it's just all out fight. Or if there's multiple factions fighting each other and you're in the middle, you can just pick people off. And they're like, so one thing they do is when you kill people, they'll yell their name to show like that they're real people or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
It changes nothing to me.
Nothing. You're still gonna die, and they'll be like Susan, Carol, you know. And I just love killing people off, and they're like Brian. Like, fuck you, dude. Kiss my ass. Brian was a dumbass, you know.
What
Stuff
do
like
you
that.
think about the fact that the gameplay, while good, I mean the gameplay in The Last of Us, I know Eric disagrees, but whatever. The gameplay, while we think is good, has barely changed, minus the ability to like crawl, which is like a Metal Gear Solid 3 thing almost.
Crawl, dodge. You can craft more stuff. Like weapons are now an actual like useful thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you could craft silencers, or could you?
No, you couldn't.
So I like that.
But it's like crawling, and there's one other. Oh, and breaking
Dodging.
windows.
Oh well, I guess,
But that they use it well, where it's like it helps you explore. But like other than that, the game is like a copy paste, which is kind of genius.
I'm okay with it because I mean we're looking at a game right now that hasn't done that much. Assassin's Creed is right on the screen.
Yeah.
It has not changed that much, and to be honest, if for the most part the gameplay remains intact for a good reason, it is much faster in my opinion because when shit goes south, you have to do everything is on the fly.
Mhm.
Like one of the early areas with Ellie. I don't know the exact spot of it, but you're by yourself. You don't even have a companion AI. And I remember getting caught by dogs. That's fucking bullshit. And I've killed a lot of dogs. I've killed every dog.
Every one of them. Yeah.
I've had to.
You can't really stealth around them.
You can't. So I'm like, well, dog's gotta die. But I always kill the owner first because the dog's like, what the fuck happened? And then I kill the dog. So I kill the dog first. The owner goes, oh, Lassie, you know, and then fucking whatever his name is, and then I have to kill his
Carl.
ass. Yeah, what the shit? So, but you know, after you kill those guys, and then you have to, you know, everything turns to shit. And if I miss a shot killing a human, the dog's like motherfucker, and then just jumps you. And that's exactly what happened. A dog jumped on me. I fought him off, and then everyone was on me. And I'm like, fuck, craft, Molotovs, craft. You know, just trying to get around these guys. It was great.
What difficulty are you playing on?
I'm actually playing on normal.
Same.
Because I was going to play on moderate or the like in between, but then I thought about it and I was like, the game lets you do New Game Plus and keep your same shit.
Yeah.
So I'll do New Game Plus on whatever the hardest difficulty is available to me and just do it that way. So fuck it.
Sense.
But yeah, it's gameplay is great. The story is
to me the story's been a little bit slow. Does it? Not in a bad way. It just hasn't like not a lot of wow shit has happened besides moving the first 3 hours. But does it pick up? And do you, without trying to spoil it, I know this is difficult. Do you understand the controversy, or do you think it's bullshit? Is it fake news?
Yes, I think it's fake news.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't see anything yet.
One of the big things is one of the characters is transgender.
Okay, that's the controversy.
That's one of them, and it's like okay,
yeah,
I don't care. I guess their controversy is there's only three people in the game that are straight, and the rest are bi, lesbian, or transgender.
Oh, but that's it.
Fucking who cares?
It's not like there's that many characters anyway.
There's more than the first one.
I guess. At least so far, I haven't really seen that. I mean, there's like the starter characters, and then like It's
Yeah.
kind of like a Metal Gear Solid game. You're kind of alone for a
Yeah.
lot of it.
And then Doctor Strangelove shows up. Yeah. Otacon. What the fuck?
Otacon.
Yeah.
I
But
have not heard any controversy about this thing relating to the dog killings, because I'm upset about this. Why we gotta kill all the dogs?
They sniff you out.
yeah.
They sniff your bunghole.
Yeah. So if you're
Ellie's got to
running
clean
around,
up.
you're awful. If you run around the area, it'll leave a trail, and if the dog is there, they'll smell it, and then they'll slowly, but they're walking towards you, and they're on a leash the whole time, so they can't. That's a good dynamic. Is they can't run super fast when they're on the leash because they're with the owner, but the minute they're not on a leash, they're gunning for you. But the owner's not there to make noise, so the dog just goes after you. It doesn't always bark. So I don't know. It's interesting.
So I know you said you're at the final cutscene. I guess you haven't watched that, but besides that, is this a Game of the Year kind of contender? Or
No,
no, really?
Wow, that was quick and harsh.
I do not think it's Game of the Year.
Because you've played games already this year that are better, or because you think there's going to be better games coming out?
This is my most hyped game of this year. Like, if I put it into perspective for me, this is it. And it did not. Last of Us 1 is better.
Did you overhype it?
I might have. And that's on me.
Was there a better game
But-
this year so far?
What came out this year? Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 3 came out. I think Cyberpunk deserves it, but it probably won't. No, Cyberpunk.
You think
November
it's going to
19th.
come out for Christmas?
Yeah, it's November 19th. It's
Oh,
coming out.
okay. Well, they keep pushing it back.
Yeah. No, I think Cyberpunk will take it. I think Ghost of Tsushima is actually going to be really good. That's my next big one.
So do you think this got second or third place of the year?
It's probably second. No, actually, no. If we're talking about the video game awards, that fucking bullshit, it's going to get Game of the Year. Not because it deserves it,
Because of that, the agenda kind of thing.
because they're like, oh man, it's
so progressive.
representation, and it's like representation without a fucking product is bullshit. And there's some elements of this game that have representation for no reason, in my opinion. I don't care if someone's gay or lesbian or anything like that. I don't. Transgender, whatever. My issue is, and they've handled it fairly well. My issue is if they've done it in a game just for the sake of standing out for that reason alone. They're using your, sexual preference or how, your lifestyle for themselves to get brownie points. That's what I don't like.
I've always said that as far as it goes in character creation or story or anything surrounding the characters in your story, you should be able to pick up that character and change their gender. You should be able to change their ethnicity. All of those things should be able to change and not impact how amazing that character is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you wrote your character based off of his only thing about that person is that he's gay, and that is the only interesting thing about him, it's a terrible character.
Or if they keep mentioning it like it's the plot.
Yeah, like it's
Which
like
kind of has happened. Not a lot, but it has happened a little bit.
In Last of Us?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, where?
I'm serious. If they're just kissing, who cares? Dina's hot. I don't care.
She ain't hot. But
She can get it.
There's like a whole scene of it. I'm not saying it's that bad, but there is.
Oh, it gets worse. You thought that was
I
scary.
didn't necessarily say it was bad, but I'm saying it is like part of the thing, and it doesn't always necessarily feel integral to the story.
I think if you switched it and you made that a man and a woman, you would view it more as integral. I don't think it matters that it's just they're Dina's bi. I don't think she's a lesbian. But regardless, I think just by them consummating their relationship, it doesn't matter. I would not look it up. Do not look it up. Don't look it up. I'm serious. Don't look it up. You're going to spoil something.
No. I'm looking at something else.
Okay.
Do you think any of them are androsexual?
I don't know what that means. Man.
It's romantic attraction to men, males, or masculinity, regardless of biology, anatomy, or sex assigned at birth. Regardless of biology worries me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little.
So a masculine person.
Yeah.
They like them a cheese mo.
Do you think any of them are autosexual? A person who's sexually attracted to themselves? Oh my god. Dude, that would be so cool.
Can't wait to make myself.
Be like an endless orgasm. That kind of life. You just wake up and stare at the mirror for 5 hours a day.
That He-Man gif comes to mind. It's like,
yeah. All right. Well, I think it might be Game of the Year material, but I'm only like 9 hours in. So.
Oh, give it time.
Last of Us is a weird game where it feels like work, but it is also fun at the same time. It's
yeah.
It kind of weighs heavy on you.
It's like dipping into a pool. You're like, I don't want to jump in. The water's cold. But as soon as you're in, you're like, it's okay.
Yeah, but once you get out, you get that
Where's
same
the towel?
You get that same get back in feeling. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'm still excited to push through it. I'm almost done with 7 as well, so it'll be a fun. Not the remake, Eric. Sorry, I'm trying to do the original.
You might play the remake because of it now.
I'll play the remake. The remake's next. It's up on the chopping block.
Dude, awesome. Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
I don't know why you would point me out though and say I'm not playing the remake, Eric.
I mean,
well, because
we both beat it.
You've asked me before when I brought it up. You said, "Oh, they're playing the remake," and I said, "No, the original."
Yeah, I remembered.
But yeah, the remake's next.
To you.
Oh, thanks, Eric. You're the only one.
JD boobs all the time.
JD just yells at me. Okay. Next up, Metacritic. Here we go. Movies. Athlete A gets an 86. That's technically a B. Should be called Athlete B. Defy Bloods gets an 82. Beats gets a 73.
Okay.
Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga gets a 47. That's a Netflix movie with Will Ferrell and there's some names in there. Will Ferrell, Rachel McAdams, Pierce Brosnan, Demi Lovato's in it.
Oh, well, she's cute. I'm sorry, she's hot.
I guess. It feels weird when people say that she's hot because I've heard that before, but from my knowledge of her, it only comes from the Disney Channel.
No, man.
And it's like just kind of
Demi Lovato?
Yeah. Just kind of weirds me out. She was a very cute kid, but when you like bring it into a sexual context, it gets a little extreme for me. But yeah, that's a disappointing. I mean, it's not surprising, but it is disappointing that it got so low. I don't know. I might still watch that one.
I'd let her have my kids.
I'm a Will Ferrell guy. And then finally, Irresistible. This is a weird one. Are you familiar with this one?
Irresistible?
Yes. It has Steve Carell. Topher Grace is in it. I didn't know that. Will Sasso.
Oh, yeah. This got that? Oh, that sucks.
Directed by Jon Stewart.
Yeah, so it's political.
It's very political.
Yeah, they're both running for some race. Him and his ex-wife or something like that. I thought it was funny because there's a part where they're doing a news show and they're talking about competing against each other, and then his wife, the girl with the blonde hair, who is
Rose Byrne.
Huh?
Rose Byrne.
Is that it?
Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne. Yeah.
Mr. Burns.
She says something and he looks at her and he goes, and then he comes into her, sort of like, how they split them up by threes if they're all talking and they're facing the camera or whatever.
Yeah.
He comes in, he's like, no, what do you say? I thought it was funny. It's all good. But that sucks that it didn't do well.
Did not do well. That's unfortunate.
Venom's in this.
Venom? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Topher Grace.
Bad Venom. Venom. Oh God.
I was talking to my nephew this weekend, and he's like 10 or something. He might even be watching, which I strongly encourage you don't. The language we use is appalling. But we were talking about movies, and he's into the Spider-Man series, and I just started talking to him about Spider-Man 3, and I was like, what do you think about Topher Grace? Was he a bad choice for Venom? And he's kind of like, oh. I love asking him things like that I know he can't answer. I guess I'm a bad person. All right, next up we have the video games. The Last of Us Part 2, 94.
Did you see the user critic score?
I know it got tanked. Let's take a look.
It's like a 2 or a 3.
4.5.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I think it went up because
What?
I remember it being a 3. People just really mad about the agenda stuff. I don't know. I guess I don't like it, but if it doesn't really hurt the thing, I don't really care.
It's actually one of the issues I had with the CW TV shows. Like when I was watching The Arrow and The Flash and stuff, they started introducing characters and they defined them based off of their sexual preferences, and that was the only thing about those characters.
Yeah. Like when they introduce them, they're like kissing a girl or something.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, this is Mr. Fantastic," and then like 30 seconds later, he's like, "Well, I have to go home to my husband." It's like, all right.
All right.
It's like, all right, go home and have dinner with your husband.
Good for you.
Just bad writing to cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not good. Persona 4 Golden gets an 87. That game's way better than 87, but I guess it's kind of old, so maybe it makes sense.
It's also awful.
No, it's good. In fact, it's so good. In fact, that Persona 5, the remake, was actually higher scored than The Last of Us Part 2, and
Really?
higher
So you
scored
mean
than
people are still shills?
higher scored than Final Fantasy 7, the remake. Beat both of them. Might be game of the year based on
That's how
Metacritic
Metacritic is
scores.
broken.
What's that?
That's why Metacritic is broken. It's so fractured as an enterprise.
Something ain't right.
Mhm.
All right, next up we got Brigandine, The Legend of Runergia. Here's my tip for Brigandine. Change the name to something a human can pronounce. Runergia. Who did that?
Brigandine.
Legend of Runergia. It just doesn't really roll off the tongue. Next up we got Pokemon Sword and Shield, The Isle of Armor gets a 70. Do you remember all the added content they put into that game?
Nope.
The addition
I don't
of
remember it at all.
the addition of the Pokemon that already exists that they didn't put in the original. It's the biggest scam in gaming. What'd you find, JD?
It's a tactics role-playing game.
What? Well, maybe I like this game now. Let me take a look.
Out on the Switch.
Nintendo Switch comes out today.
Yeah, man. What did it get?
78.
That's that's pretty solid.
Simple yet deep war simulation game with unit growth and map-based platoon battles. Maybe like a Fire Emblem or
Looks Fire Emblem-y.
Hexagon grid.
Oh, it could have been.
maybe like a Fire Emblem / what do you call it? What was the other game
Ogre Battle.
that they made? No, they made it also, but it's completely different.
Shining Force.
No, I think I know what
Advance
you're
Wars. Maybe like a mixture of those where it's like units.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
talking-
that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Time passes in seasons, each one consisting of an organization phase and an attack phase. I don't know if this is up my alley. This seems more like a 4X war kind of game. Might be too hard for my little brain to handle.
Vandal Hearts.
Vandal Hearts. That's what I was gonna say.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Vandal Hearts for the PS1 tactics RPG.
Yeah. Vandal
Is that
Hearts.
shit good?
Yes.
Isn't
Yeah.
that on the... Okay.
I can't remember if it was Vandal Hearts 1 or 2 for the PS1. That was
2's 3D, I think.
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 that was the better one.
I don't.
I played through both
Please.
of them. I think it was 1.
1 was Fire, man. Yeah, look at that. Come on.
Well, no. That's the one for the 360.
Is it?
Yeah. They did a remake of Vandal Hearts and they made it like chibi for the 360. And as soon as I saw the chibiness, I was like, all right, I'm out of this shit. This dude's wearing fucking circular glasses. Looks like a goddamn nerd with a bowl cut. Looks like Lloyd with glasses. No, I'm out.
There you go.
harsh. Speaking
Anyways.
of harsh, last to round out the list, we have SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom on the
Like
PS4.
re-soaked or something.
Oh, Rehydrated is what it's called. Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you ready, kids? The cult classic is back. Are you able to call yourself a cult classic?
Or even a kid at this point. Because if you appreciate it then, you don't care about it now.
Is
What?
There's
I'm wearing a goddamn pirate hat right now. Of course I love who lives on a pineapple under the sea.
God damn it.
Isn't he gay now?
Is he?
SpongeBob SquarePants?
It's always been suggestive, but
No,
he's done some shit.
He's got just an episode of him starting like he's got like wiping semen off his face.
Gary comes in. Gary!
You looking for a good time? No, I think they announced that he's gay just
It's
recently.
like, they don't call you Mr. Krabs for
So, how does that impact his character or story whatsoever?
It doesn't. It's supposed to be an asexual kind of thing. There's no like sexuality about it, but apparently they had to add it, so he's gay now.
Why the fuck does it matter?
You're welcome, kids. Could you imagine like all the kids just turning their heads like, what does that mean? And then all these parents.
Wait. Is the actor, the guy who did his voice, gay, or is
That's
SpongeBob gay?
It's not him.
No, I believe he is gay. SpongeBob.
Actor. Is that him?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon tweet.
Yeah, I saw that.
That to me, if Nickelodeon is tweeting, "Hey guys, just so you know, SpongeBob's gay," it's like that's them trying to bank points off of like brownie points off people. Because it's like no one ever declared he was straight. No one ever declared like.
Yeah, it's not the actor.
Okay, but I mean the why?
Oh, you know what it is? This is dumb. This is my fault for not researching it more. I just saw a thing and I just said, okay, I kind of expected it. But Nickelodeon just tweeted out a picture and it's got SpongeBob in it, but he's like all like rainbow colored in support of gay pride. Cool. That's cool. But then apparently, not everybody. I always have to be careful when talking about Twitter because it's never everybody, but it's just a large vocal group of annoying people. Use that to assume that he's gay now.
Well, Cora is apparently bisexual, and this actor is transsexual, transgendered.
Is it established in the show that Cora?
Cora is?
Nope.
Yeah. The last arc, she makes out with a girl. Like they go on and live happily ever after.
What?
He gets with a girl, or she gets with a girl. Yeah.
I was hoping for a sex scene, not a marriage scene.
Is it? This girl
Wasn't in Texas. That's
Mako's
for sure.
a dude.
and no, I don't know the story. I just know that she's
Iroh's a dude.
and girl.
You're about to enter some weird fan fiction.
This is
You better
this
be
is an
careful.
aired episode, man. Yeah.
JD's scouring the dark corners of
Confirmed.
Reddit to find the
Yeah,
answer.
they
to
ended the
this.
series as a couple, as confirmed by the creators. That they have romantic feelings for each other. Yeah.
I don't remember that being in the show. I remember Asami saying that she liked her, and there was no kiss. Okay, did Korra kiss Asami? There was no kiss, which I guess could have allowed viewers to interpret the hand holding as platonic, but on Monday night, the show's writer made it explicit Korra and Asami are bisexual. They're a couple. But again, in the show, nothing happened.
You could not know that at all and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Well, they go off into the sunset together.
Except for that part.
They're fucking in love with each other. Who cares? Let them be. Who cares?
All right, games coming out for July. Nothing major for a little bit. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Uh-oh, Eric's got something.
Eric's trying to die on the hill.
If you're the writer of the story and don't tell the story, and then just after a fact, wasn't it like the whole Dumbledore thing?
Yeah, People said he was gay.
Yeah,
Which
they like
doesn't.
they did nothing like in the actual movies or story or anything to state Dumbledore's gay. Then afterwards, the writer said, "Oh yeah, he's gay."
She's not really the best writer if she has to go in there like that. But the thing is, with that one, they're showing it in the stories. Well, in the sense that they're close to each other. So I guess you can interpret one way. If Dumbledore holds hands with a guy at some point in the story, or whatever the case is, and
I don't think he ever did.
No, he didn't even hug people, did he?
No,
he didn't even hug Harry.
Hell, he was a different actor after the third one.
New man.
Maybe that version was gay.
If you're a writer and you're telling a good story, like it should be a part of your story. Otherwise, just leave it alone. Like making a comment after the fact is like, how is that relevant to your story?
Well, when you mean it should be a part of the story, we don't mean driving the plot. We just mean that it's something that you can
could be part of the
plot. It's not
plot.
over the head.
Yeah.
But is present. Like Kung Jin, for instance, in Mortal Kombat, makes one line about being gay, and that's it. Well, except when he fights, I think Melina, she's like, "Oh, you hot," and he's like barking up the wrong tree. That's it. Okay, cool. Then you know.
Yeah.
But he's not like, man, I can't wait to fuck Takeda and Scorpion.
I just don't like the fact that like we're putting so much stake into this when it's just like, I just want a good story. Just tell me a good story. I don't want all the political drama involved in my stories. Just tell me a good story. And if it so happens the whole coming out of the closet thing is part of their struggle that they're overcoming, then yeah, tell that part of the story. But or if they're going out on a date and they meet up with a dude and they're sitting at dinner on date and they kiss and then they move on, great. Like, I just don't see the point of like, this character's sexual orientation is no part of this story, yet I'm going to say it so that Twitter blows up and I get more followers. Yeah. That's what it feels like to me when they say this kind of stuff.
100%. Especially the Dumbledore example. That's like the dumb one. And then you can sort of make concessions going forward.
But she's known for being a revisionist of her own product.
Dude, she's rich and she can keep people buying her books. I don't know about after this weekend, but she's rich and can keep people buying her books. So
I don't know about after her last two movies.
I thought they did all right. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Whatever. I'm a Harvest Moon fan. You guys can go away. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on July 17th. Also, it looks like we're both getting a game on July 17th, but it's going to be different spectrums.
Persona 2 remastered.
Persona 2.
It got a 91!
Perfect game!
That's solid!
No, it's Paper Mario Origami King. The Origami King.
Paper Mario, the Origami King?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to get that.
What are you looking
for? Skater XL comes out on July 28th. Also on July 28th, Destroy All Humans. THQ Nordic remake.
I never touched that yet.
No. Oh, dude. What about this one? This is kind of an interesting one. On July 23rd, Rogue Legacy 2. Remember Rogue Legacy?
I do. I've never heard of that at all.
No, I didn't know that was like in the works or anything. That game was fun as hell.
It was fun. I never beat it.
Oh, shit. I totally forgot what Rogue Legacy was.
It could be a Hokage in this one.
Ooh,
this
but
what?
Zoom into August, we got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. We're going to have a 4-people party.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that'll be
Is there online co-op with that one?
Better be.
Oh, Crystal Chronicles?
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense if they didn't.
So we're going to assume yes. But
wasn't there online co-op on the GameCube?
No.
You just did the single player with the actual controller. Yeah.
The only one that did the multiplayer, I mean, you could hack it to do more. I heard people doing it with Melee, but I think the only one that really had it was Phantasy Star, wasn't it?
The online multiplayer.
Yeah.
I thought there was another game that was online, but yeah, Phantasy Star.
Yeah, I remember doing the dial-up with that.
That was fun.
Slapping the
Hey,
modem.
that was the turn-based RPG you wanted, right?
Not intended, but it's what you got.
It actually didn't lag all that much, to be honest. Like
impressive.
looking back on it now, like they had to have done something different with the technology where they didn't rely on, like, I'm sure like I was in one room and the other person was in a completely different room, so it didn't really notice or whatnot. But anyways,
All right.
what else is coming out?
JD, go ahead, hit us with the news, man. We got it packed.
Okay, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about allegations.
Oh.
I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because this stuff goes on forever. But
I don't care who's gay, who's straight, who's bi, who's transgender. That's all I want in my story.
there's a ton of I believe it started last week. There's been a hashtag speaking out on Twitter. It's affected all forms of the world. Spencer and I know it in the wrestling world, but in the gaming world, it's also come up too with like Twitch, even game companies, and people are being, it's just lambasted with just tons of people saying this person did this person did that. Now, is it? I firmly believe that there's a lot of situations where this can happen.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I want to say, and I'm probably going to get flack for. I don't want, in me acknowledging that these events could very well have happened, there to be a mistaken concept of the agency of the other party involved. If you're the victim in that case, you have the ability, in most situations, not every situation, if you're in a work environment, to say, hey, no, that's not okay. And if someone's blowing you up via text and stuff like that, I get not every HR department is good. Mine is good. I don't know about yours, but like to say something and to do something. See something, say something is pretty much what I'm getting at. And a lot of these comments, because I've gone through a ton of them, a lot of these things are people just like, I left it alone and then it got worse. And it's like, you have to be, if I've had girls that have done that to me, I have one's messages saved. I think I sent them to one of you guys.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. So you have to like put your foot down with certain people because they're fucking dumb.
What happened?
Oh, this with me?
This.
Oh, it's just showing a bunch of people on Twitch are getting accused of sexual misconduct.
Any big names?
Angry Joe. But I think most people are stating that she didn't have a strong enough.
Oh, darn it.
She didn't have any evidence or anything like that.
Angry Joe.
I know of Amanda, Curvy Llama. She actually came out today about hers. A lot of these other guys I don't know too well. It is what it is. I don't know if you know that person.
Nope.
But this person apparently causes drama. I've watched a couple of videos about her. She's interesting.
Wasn't Zombie Wasn't Zombie Unicorn the one who freaked out and said, like, I'm a moderator, I have the power to get rid of all of you?
It's this girl.
They all sound like that. Like Zombie Unicorn.
Wait.
She's a famous body painter, as you can see.
Oh.
That then went to Twitch.
I did not see her being a famous body painter from any of these pictures. She was sexually abused?
2016, she states that, this person forced her into a non-consensual sexual activity. They were friends with benefits at the time, but she was not interested in that.
Do you know how muddy it gets when you start bringing that shit into it?
It gets very muddy.
Jesus.
So she was... Is it another Twitch streamer that caused the problem? Or just all these people coming out saying that they were sexually abused by someone in IRL?
3 million followers. Oh, he's part of CSGO Lotto? Syndicate.
I know. I've heard of that.
No, he created that. You know, this he, but he was part of a team though, wasn't he? And he was like legendary or something. I don't know. Whatever. So there's a lot of that going on, not just in Twitch, but all around gaming, which sort of leads to the next article. Everyone's getting called out. That includes Assassin's Creed's creative director, um, Ashraf Ismail, who's stepping down due to a someone calling him out for cheating, essentially. And I
Is that
believe they have,
illegal?
huh?
Is that
Cheating on his
illegal to
wife?
cheat on your wife?
I think he just doesn't want bad press surrounding the game. So he stepped down himself. They weren't asking him to step down. He did it himself because he's just like, hey, there's all these things going on. Where was his thing?
Why are we digging up people's like private lives like that?
It's a good point.
Like
Um,
I get that it's not necessarily right to cheat on your spouse, but it's not like breaking the law or anything.
so pretty much their allegations were that he lied to them about, or well, this girl in particular, and she believes there were other people, according to her. He hasn't outright said anything yet, but pretty much that he was married and then he was just sleeping with other women. He lied about his ring, according to her, and just sort of his
And
everything.
she fell for that?
She states she feels it was an abuse of power.
But he lied about his ring, and she didn't realize that he was married when he had a big
Bro,
wedding
if a
ring on.
girl came up to me and she had a ring on, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're obviously married." Oh, like
No, I just wear this to scare off
Yeah,
guys.
I'm
pretty
just a
fucking
dude that
weird.
wears a huge ring on my, my ring
Yeah.
finger.
And then she
I don't know. I see some holes in that story.
So this sort of brings up the point that I'm getting at. There was a one person that did a speaking out thing, and it was a female who talked about two of her male bosses that there was no sexual contact whatsoever. She just didn't like them, and then
Yeah.
she tagged them or their new company that they were making, and she's like, "This is the company that they're a part of," and it got all these likes and retweets on Twitter, and I'm like, "But that has nothing. If you have a bad working relationship with someone, that happens." I can have a bad working relationship with someone at work. I'm not going to go on Twitter and be like, hashtag speaking out, this person is garbage, because this isn't really it either. There's no, to what I've read, there's no sexual like
Interaction.
interaction in the sense where it's not consensual or anything like that.
Right,
She
right.
calls an abuse of power probably, if I'm going to be honest, and an asshole, she might have caught feelings and then found out he's actually married. And
Yeah.
then she's like, fuck that.
The term abuse of power is so sketchy. That is so it gets real because think of like some of the things that women are attracted to, right? Like I mean obviously they like looks, but that goes so far. They like confidence. Okay. But I mean they also like people who are successful and who want to make themselves successful.
They have drive.
They have drive, they have goals, they achieve stuff. Like that's attractive to probably most women. So what do you say to that person? What do you say to that person that worked hard to get to where they are, and then asked a girl out and she said yes, and then was told that was an abuse of power?
That
Like I always kind of come back to this. Has every girl that Bill Gates slept with just like like that fucking guy? He totally abuses power. I would never sleep. Who would sleep with that guy? But he's freaking successful. He's smart as hell. That guy would be called out for abusing his power 100% of the time. I get where they're coming from with that argument, but it's so flawed and difficult. At a certain point, you have to take responsibility for yourself.
It's the person just doesn't want to call out that they were, like, if in the case of Bill Gates, they don't want to say like, oh yeah, I was just trying to see if I really liked him because he was rich, and because then I'd get a lot of money, or I knew he would buy me nice things. They don't want to call themselves on that.
Yeah.
In that situation.
I can't believe I'm seeing it, but on Kotaku, someone actually quoted the Bible.
Whoa.
It says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." I'm not saying the Bible is the end all for morality. Like, yeah.
All right,
Then
so
don't
here's
use
the
it.
thing. I agree with Spence. Why is his personal life getting involved in his work and all that kind of stuff? I get that you don't want to, like, if
Draw
he's the
unnecessary.
face of your product, you don't want his face on your product. It's not his face.
Yeah. It's some pretty guy from Valhalla.
Yeah, it's some Viking that's the face of your product. It is not the director of your product.
No, but he was the person that talked about the release on it. I think he was with that person.
So have someone else go out and talk about the release, and he just takes a back seat. Why does he have to give up his job?
Yeah, he
I'm
shouldn't
not
be doing
arguing.
it anyway.
He chose to do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he didn't give up his job. He's just
no one
put time to himself.
chooses to step down from a AAA title that's about to, like, this is probably one of the biggest games that he's ever worked on in his career, and he just walked away from. No, someone strongly encouraged him to do this.
Probably his wife.
Wife or
His
PR.
wife.
Dude, that wife's like, finish that game so I can then divorce you and take half of it.
It's like,
Yeah,
give me the prenup.
he's like, you know what? I'm gonna quit my job so that you can't take me for that much money. You'll take me for what I'm worth now. I'm unemployed.
He's still employed. The thing to keep in mind, he is still employed. He's just taking time away from the project at this point. Honestly, to just take himself off of Crosshair. Which, honestly speaking, I don't understand why anyone would even be upset about it. It sounds like it's just a bitter lover at that point. It happened for a year. How do you go on with that? He's wearing a ring.
There are
but he
so many
loves
questions.
You failed. You failed to check.
Yeah.
Is the problem. So
Are you friends with him on Facebook or
Yeah.
Instagram? You ever wonder who that other woman is?
Yeah.
Right? He's really good.
Yeah, he
For a
must be.
year.
I mean, he's a director, right? He's probably a
Follow
pro.
me on social media. I ain't got no wife. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, that guy's freaking awesome. He's like,
Wow.
He's like the Solid Snake of Twitter. That's incredible.
It's the Ezio.
That's probably about more apt. Yeah.
Next up, we've got Pokemon Unite.
Oh, dude. Scour the podcasts. I recommended this years ago.
I am not going to scour that many podcasts.
Someone find it. So, viewer, if you're listening, find it. I recommended this a year ago.
God, I can't believe it. It's apparently getting a lot of flack because they're like, it's ran by Tencent, and then they log on to play League.
Yeah, literally every game is ran by Tencent at this point. Who
What the fuck
cares?
are you doing, man? And I can't believe it. Someone actually said EA is worse than Tencent. And I'm like, if EA now announces a new game, they're not getting destroyed like this, like these guys are, for a really popular IP, more popular than anything EA's put out, except like Madden, I guess, or any of the sports games. But I don't know. Anyway, it's coming out. It's a mobile game.
Oh, it's mobile.
Yeah,
And
it's
Switch.
for Switch as well. They're using the term free to start, so I don't know why they have free to play here, but free to start,
It's the same thing.
which pretty much means
Crime.
Hold on to your wallet.
This looks janky. It looks bad.
It's a palette swap. They're using a lot of the same stuff from League, but they just put Pokemon on it instead.
But
It's
the
a
Pokemon,
it's a mobile game.
I know, but the Pokemon sprites look terrible.
Let's see how it looks in action.
Do they have video of it already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
um,
I recommend it. I would do a better game, but obviously this is geared towards like kids and people that don't know any better. So whatever. But the concept would be freaking awesome. Pokemon as a mobile arena.
yeah. So it's objective based, where you have to like score points by going to certain points and holding them.
Okay.
So it's like a weird mixture of. It's made by the guys that run Riot, but not Riot themselves. But it looks like it's.
You mean Tencent?
Tencent.
Tencent, they own a majority stock.
They own 100% stock of Riot.
No, it's majority.
Let's look it up.
At least that's what I read. I read it was majority. Yeah.
Was it on Twitter?
In February 2011, they owned 93.
93%. Yeah, in 2011 it was 93.
10 bought the remaining 7% in December 2015.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
So the only reason why I know about that is because I remember we were looking up Tencent for something.
Like they're
This was
everywhere.
China.
Yeah.
China.
It was the
Okay.
China 10 thing.
Anybody complaining about Tencent? They also own 40% of Epic Games, a percentage of Ubisoft, Bluehole, Grinding Gear, Riot, Funcom, Supercell, Paradox, Fatshark, and Discord.
100% of Discord?
They own part of it at least.
Yeah. So if they're not majority owners, then they don't outright own the product. Apparently,
Yeah.
I learned that. But still, they've got their money in a lot of things.
Yes.
And it's like come on, dude.
Movies too. They own movie stuff.
They own all the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wouldn't fucking doubt it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah,
China.
that's coming out. That's a thing to consider, I guess. I'm not gonna touch it. I know you're gonna touch it. Would you touch it?
I don't know.
On Switch, maybe?
I don't know.
Dude,
Hey,
when Wild
man,
Rift
it's
comes
free to
out.
start.
When Wild Rift comes out, I'm all over that.
I need to fix my phone before I download anything like that.
You need to get a Switch, man.
I need to get a lot of things, like a house. Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming out.
My girlfriend knew about it before I did. She sent me the trailer.
Really?
She's all into Crash Bandicoot.
That's how you do it, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, she wanted me to get the remastered one, so I have that at the house. I have Crash Team Racing, which is unplayable when you have Mario Kart as an option.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Get the hell out of here. Anyway, just to point that out, it's coming out October 2nd. That'll be a nice little
Are you getting it?
I might.
I will.
But because September is Avengers, and then October, I think that's the only game.
What if Naughty Dog still released
So
Crash
wait.
Bandicoots? Then I think
Avengers
Crash
comes out.
would be bisexual.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway.
That Dr. Neo Cortex, he's a real jerk, but I also want to fuck him. Like, whoa, Crash, where'd that come from?
These next two are fighting game related, so I understand if this doesn't hold you guys' interest. I'll be quick. Chris G, Christopher Gonzalez, as he's known, I love how they call him Evo Champ. He was an Evo Champ in 2015 for Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
So he's an Evo Champ.
Yeah, but it's like the thing is, like, I think that was the game's last year is the problem.
Oh, okay.
It's like when the game's dying, there's less entrants. There's not everyone knows all the tech. Everyone's used to how you play, all that stuff. And he also played very scummy. He played a runaway.
Eric, do you sense a little bit of bitterness in Jamie's
Oh my!
tone right now?
I didn't. Hey, I didn't.
They
Fight
say
this.
he's an Evo Champ. I mean, if 2015 counts.
They talked. Remember we talked about Filipino Champ? He was the second Evo Champ for Marvel vs. Capcom, and he's never done anything since. So they don't talk about Justin Wong and be like the Evo Champ. Well, he's more recent. Whatever. Anyway, my point is he lost his sponsorship for comments he made back in 2017 that someone brought up. At Evil Geniuses, I don't know if you know who they are. They're not as big, but he's pretty much made references to black women in the FGC as opposed to Asian women. I saw the tweets on it and I was like, all right. So he pretty much just said black women are, well, there's more than that. But yeah, pretty much just said ratchet and they're not all that hot. And pretty much said Asian women are more attractive to me. So he just pretty much said his I guess his preference in a really
everyone's got a preference.
Harsh way. Everyone does have a preference.
But don't say it.
Oh.
But as often as Gonzalez offered a half-hearted apology after the fact, as is often the case, I'm sorry, but still took time to decry agendas and laugh off the idea that he was racist. I don't think he's racist.
No. He likes Asians.
Yeah.
More power to him.
He wasn't regarded as the best. It was controversial when he won, but okay.
His blatant animosity for black women.
Who wrote this? A white man.
Oh, Wait, are you sure?
Oh yeah, what does he identify as?
Can't be too careful now.
Identify as Filipino.
He might be
no.
autosexual though. Let me look it up.
The name's Ian, but him. There you go. All right, whatever. I don't mean to shit on people. Anyway, he got kicked. He got let go, and he pretty much said that they threw him under the bus. Wait, emphasis and error is his. Who cares? Anyway, he goes, I've been sorry since day one. No, he hasn't, but who cares? Like, you're not going to apologize for a comment that you're like, you made, and then you're just like, anyway, moving on with my life. You're not going to be like, oh, it's been weighing on my mind. It's not how that works. Anyway, he left, and honestly, he left because we're in this very heavy cancel culture vibe where we're getting rid of people.
It feels pretty cancerous.
Yes, cancer culture. Yeah. But next article for fighting games, there was a Capcom fighting game tournament that took place this weekend, and there's actually two controversies around it. I'll only do this one, but essentially they had it as an online only tournament. The player is like Doom X or something like that, played against IDOM, who qualified for Capcom Cup but wanted to fight in another tournament. Even though he doesn't get anything out of it, he just wanted to freshen up his skills. Here's where the controversy happens. So he already had a ticket to Capcom Cup. He enters this tournament, beats up a lot of players, gets to, I think, quarterfinals, and refuses to play the guy who has probably the laggiest connection out of the tournament. So all those guys lost their chance, and he actually forfeited his match. So some people are upset at him
what a
for
Chad.
that. Which I kind of get.
I like it.
He's black. He's not a Chad. He's a Malik. You know? Yeah. So in the finals of losers bracket, so the damage was even worse than I thought. Reigning Capcom Cup champion IDOM suddenly disconnected. Metro M is his name. The commentators were shocked. He released a statement later stating, "Yeah, I can't play this guy. Pretty much. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. That's freaking awesome. Good for him."
I don't think it's awesome. I didn't mind him getting into the tournament, but then not playing it through is kind of my problem. I don't like quitters in that sense. He's just like,
what a fucking statement.
What?
Like, playing this game with lag and shit. Like, that's not a real tournament. This is bullshit. I'm gonna take it all the way to the top and then fucking bail. I love that.
It definitely doesn't leave a good mark when you think about it, because Evo's right around the corner, and it's all online.
Yeah, and I mean, you've said that before. You said it's freaking bullshit.
Said what?
The fact playing online. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much they can do, but the thing is with them playing online, it's to qualify for Capcom Cup, which is later on, like, is December. So for all we know, maybe it could loosen up. Probably not. It's probably not. But it's much later on, and they can push it back. So you're like, okay, cool. This is just qualifying, and these guys have to. It's like an invitational, pretty much. You have to have a certain amount of points to get it. So I guess I get it from that standpoint. But if you're trying to make money off of it, yeah, maybe they shouldn't do Capcom Cup this year and just be like, hey, we're releasing a press release or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, but yeah, I'm all for it. I'm behind. What's his name?
IDOM. You
got my mad props, IDOM.
This is kind of more. This next article is more the same thing we're talking about. We get more people accusing sexual misconduct.
That guy looked at me. Did somebody look at her and then she got mad?
Chris Avallone,
who has worked on renowned role-playing games, including Planetscape, Torment, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, and Fallout New Vegas, using his stature in the video game industry to prey on women.
What? Dude, he's an artist, you said, or a director, designer?
He's a writer.
He's a writer. Oh, even worse. He's a writer for a bunch of video games. What else does this poor man have? Let him get these women.
This is why, together with Chris Avallone, we decided to end our cooperation. So they terminated him from Dying Light 2, which hasn't come out yet.
Jesus Christ.
I witnessed and experienced his behavior firsthand, according to one of the women.
What behavior? Hey, do you want to go
Here's
out with
my
me?
problem. This took place between 2012 and 2014. I'm not saying that it doesn't affect you. I completely get that. My problem is, wait, let's keep going. She said she first met him at a hotel bar meetup with industry friends at a convention in 2012. He was working at Obsidian at the time. He co-founded. I did not know that. He threw up his Obsidian credit card in the air and said, "Drinks on me."
Wow, what a
Okay.
jerk.
Every time mine was gone, Chris was already back with a few more. I remember refusing him, just being like, "I'm good. I don't need it anymore. Probably shouldn't drink anymore." And he'd be like, "Oh, no, that's fine. Come on, let's get you another drink." Alcohol hit her very fast. Maybe you should slow down. I'm not trying to just play that she's in the wrong here, but I have questions. Eventually, two friends and Avalon, obviously, decide to help her back to her hotel room. I don't recall this except for a few moments. We were standing up at some point. I remember my two friends standing there. I remember fairly vividly. I thought you didn't remember. Grabbed my face and started to kiss me. Didn't ask, just went for it. He said at some point her friends left. Talk about friends. One lady told her she came forward and they had
I love that. He didn't ask. He just kissed me.
On my head. Feel more conscious.
Every single movie that a girl likes, like romantic comedies or romantic movies, when does the guy ask if he can kiss her?
Yeah.
It's never happened.
He's fucking disgusting. He did not rape me. He assaulted me 100%, but I stopped him.
What?
So because he kissed a girl, he lost his job, essentially. And they were both drunk. Girl after girl waving around his company card. Like, that's the thing. That's the ticket. Does that say Obsidian?
Yeah.
Oh, man. They're going to hate us after this.
What a poor guy.
So she says that he was preying on other women this way. And perspective is everything in that regard. Like, if I'm a girl and you're buying me drinks, I'm thinking, dude likes to party. You know? And if we're in a work environment or whatever, if we're at an outing, whatever, I'm like, dude wants to keep the party going, whatever. And if someone keeps buying me drinks, I'm like, I'm good, man. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna finish the drink I have. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, all right,
I'm good,
better than anybody. Yes, I'm good. I don't need no more.
So I'll say this. Funny enough, I have never bought a girl a drink. 2, I've been bought drinks before, and I didn't drink them.
Yeah,
I just left them on the table because I was too drunk at that point to drink them, and I knew I would throw up. This was before blacking out and apparently not remembering anything but the vivid assault.
That's
you gotta have a spine. Maybe that's the thing, is that the women don't feel like they've been able to be brave. Maybe they felt like.
I have heard that before.
And
yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I get that. But the thing is if the more times more the story goes on and you're telling me about it, and I have more questions as to why didn't you do blank, I feel like that's justifiable. We can't just throw logic out the window in that regard.
Right.
Yes, I want to hear what you have to say, but they're especially in that situation, your friends fucked you.
Yeah.
Because they knew you were noticeably drunk and they didn't get this guy out of your room. Are you kidding me? And apparently they were there when you kissed.
And apparently they thought you liked him enough that they wanted that they should leave so you had alone time with him. Yeah. And your friends don't know you?
Your friends are fucked up. You should be calling them out too.
Yeah, what JD said, when you're asking too many questions of, well, why didn't you do this? Okay, go ahead. Never mind. Sorry. Continue your story. Okay, now in this scenario, why didn't you do this? Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Go on with your story. When there's just too many times that you're like, wait. So at this point, you knew you didn't like him. So why'd this continue?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
They said the allegations against Avalon, whatever, come amid a new wave of people speaking out, blah, blah, blah.
His career's fucking over.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably got a shit ton of money, but regardless, his career. I mean, if this happened to somebody else, their career would be over.
Right. He goes, while others have called on long overdue changes for how companies network and operate, demanding more accountability for allegations of sexual assault. Yes, allegations of sexual assault and predatory behavior to be thoroughly investigated instead of being swept under the rug. I agree with that. Yes. That's what your fucking HR department's for. That's why you should be able to tell someone about this. But at the end of the day, you can't eliminate the agency of the person that was also involved in it. Like, she had no power whatsoever. She kept drinking because the drink was in front of her, is essentially what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I didn't want to drink and he forced them down my throat. I kept drinking because he kept buying them.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I'm not trying to be a dick to you, lady.
Well, also, that's what she said.
Yeah, what
that makes it even worse.
Well,
yeah,
he said,
that.
Oh, that was not a joke.
All he said was she has the right.
But again, that's her story. Her story already has a bunch of holes, and it's from one side of it. This very well could have been, oh, thanks, you bought me a drink. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that could be the end of the story.
And it sounds more likely that that's what it is.
And if I'll say this, if we didn't know her side of the story, if this dude didn't know that it was a problem, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I bought everyone drinks. Yeah, oh dude, yeah, she was totally hot. I was hitting on her. I was trying to take her out. I wanted to go see if she wanted to go party." Yeah. A dude saw an attractive woman and
courted her.
Hit on
her.
Yeah. Courted her.
I mean, that's what it is.
The only reason why I've got such a problem with this
is
so
scary.
Sorry. Terrifying.
Well, no, this happens in the fucking military all the goddamn time. I knew a guy just straight edge. He was about to be a corporal. It's a big deal for his position or for his job because people promote differently depending on the job you're in. He was in a very competitive position. This he hit corporal, and life is great for him. He's got a wife. He's got a kid. He lives in San Diego. Life is great. Sexual assault allegation gets brought up. And instead of, while they're investigating, he gets restriction, which means he has to stay on base. His pay gets cut in half and he loses rank. This is during the investigation.
Guilty until proven innocent. Man.
When her allegations finally, I believe it was like 3 or 4 months, because I remember seeing him because I had to do duty a couple of times, which means you stay up 24 hours. And those guys, the restriction Marines, have to check in with you like every 2 hours. So they didn't go anywhere. So they can't leave base. So if they don't show up, they are considered AWOL. And then you escalate it. So I remember seeing him, and that's when I found out what happened. He's like, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, this guy's so squared away. There's no way in hell. Come to find out, he was just gone one day. And then I remember asking other people in his department, because we worked fairly close to each other. Turns out the allegations were unfounded. They did not offer him back pay. They PCS'd him. His family had to PCS. They moved him.
Oh, okay.
His family had to go back home. I think he was from another part of California, but his family had to go back home. His wife and child had to live with his family because he couldn't support them.
Because they cut his pay.
Because they cut his pay in half. And keep in mind, they didn't cut his pay in half as a corporal. They dropped his rank and then cut his pay in half. So that's even worse.
The lockdown pod agrees with you. He says, yes, this happens in the military a lot.
Yes. They PCS'd him, and no one mentioned it. He didn't get back pay. Nothing happened. So
the allegations
unfounded. Yeah, no,
unfounded.
There was nothing to support that it actually took place.
So did he get his ranks back and his pay?
That I'm not sure of. No, he didn't get back pay. He didn't get back.
Not back pay. I just mean going forward.
Yeah, no, he
during these months that he was demoted, does someone else get promoted into that position?
Oh yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a competitive position, he probably wasn't able to get back into it.
Well, now he's got this black mark on his record that's going to show up that he was under investigation for adultery. And what's going on?
The lockdown pod says in the UK and the Navy, I met a guy who lost his military home for these allegations, which rendered his wife and daughter homeless.
Don't laugh.
That's so crazy.
It's ridiculous. But that's the thing, is like the power of the accuser. They act like, I can't tell you, the fact that some people will do this just to ruin another person's life is fucking bullshit. There was someone that I could have sworn someone said that before. There were these two people together, both are girls, and one girl said, I'm gonna it was a video, and she's like, I'm gonna say that he raped me. And she got pissed off at her friend for saying that, and she was recording her. She's like, why the fuck would you say that? And she's like, I just want to ruin his life. I forgot what the context was. But it's like, that's how easy it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit. And then people wonder why managers don't want to do one-on-ones with women or don't want to have just a full team of women or go to a social outing. Anything he says, misconstrued.
Dude, I'm shocked I'm still at the company I'm at.
Me too.
I said some shit.
You've done some shit for whatever. I don't know how they keep you there.
I guess that's why they put me at home.
Just take them back.
Just take them home.
Get them the fuck out of here. All right, last 2 articles and we're done.
Okay.
Or 3 really. Super Smash Brothers.
Yay.
Min from ARMS will be in the new Super Smash Brothers.
Who?
What?
Apparently, some people are upset.
Nah, well, those people.
Whatever, who cares? I just think it's funny because they're like, why didn't my favorite character from ARMS, that bestseller?
Oh my god, that was like a Switch day one launch title.
It was.
It was the boxing one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That got the stringy arms.
Yeah. That was
Remember Rosie kept like telling us how great that game was? I was
You
Yeah.
played it at Evo.
like, you're not gonna make ARMS happen, Rosie.
you're gonna die on that.
Stop it, Gretchen.
Oh, man. All right,
Can't
so
sit here.
the last story is a 2 for Mixer. Mixer is now defunct.
Well, I know 10 people will be real sad about that.
Well, have you seen the pictures of the people that actually supported Mixer that are like crying because they're like, my livelihood is gone?
Yeah.
Here's the funny part: they didn't receive any notice. You know how they found out? Social media.
The way we did, yeah.
Yeah, which fucking blows. That's some Vince McMahon level shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin has been released from his WWE contract. I'm like, what the fuck? When? Anyway, so
Must be a different Justin.
there's pictures right up there. There seems to be a catalyst that actually started this off. Former Mixer player employee, Million Lee described his experiences with racism while working at the streaming platform. He pretty much said that there was a person that made comments about, all of you are my slaves, and he's a black dude, and he's like, you kind of can't say that. And his boss, who's a female, said, you need to work on yourself because this is the way it is.
His boss,
Yeah.
he's a streamer, isn't he?
No, no, he's an employee.
Oh, he's an employee.
Mixer.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was one of the only black people working at Mixer during my tenure.
Tenure.
I guess
It was out 2 years.
I was pulled aside and told the only reason I was hired because I'm street smart.
Oh,
I understand the what's it like?
That's like urban.
Yeah, the poverty hire. People have made jokes about that before. I actually do believe that companies will do that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
He goes, Lee's post details the time one of his managers described partnered Mixer streamers as slaves and herself as the slave master. Lee explains getting visibly upset to the point where the manager who made that analogies asked him to have a one-on-one meeting.
This is like some Steve Carell office stuff.
Dude, that shit, I'm like, excuse me? Oh, man, that's funny. Within that time, I told her why I was angry and that her analogy was not okay. She defended her statement and Googled the analogy to prove why it was okay. After Google showed her it was never she told me I need to work on myself. Who Googles that? It goes,
Oh,
"Can I still
my
talk about
God.
it?" 1864 was a long time ago. Oh, man. He took his concerns to high-level management and eventually HR, the latter of which had allegedly never returned from the former about Lee's complaints. So pretty much it fell on deaf ears, according to what he's saying.
That's freaking legendary.
He was super upset. Months go by without a verdict. One day late last year, I get a call from the legal team with the final verdict that the other party was not guilty. The reason my manager was not penalized and she still has a job is because she cannot be racist because she hired a black person.
Boom.
Okay. So it's like being like, I've got black friends.
Well, that's what
I
I
pay them. I pay them.
I pay my friends.
That's what I've been using, JD.
Yeah, that's. I guess you have. I do not care about how big a company is in market share. If you cannot be intelligent enough to know racism isn't tolerated, then I will not work for your company. So he left, and then he addressed these, or he put this online. Wasn't part of the speak out thing, I don't think. but it was actually addressed by Phil Spencer, and I saw the comment on it. And the only reason why I'm even this close to it is because I know people that have spoken with him personally. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's a little nice to see all these little gaps bridging together. But yeah, Phil Spencer's like, hey, let's have a meeting, and he had a one-on-one with him the following day because it was in the evening when he posted this.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that following day, Mixer is no more.
Damn.
The following day,
dude.
Sold out to
Well,
Facebook.
it's not no more, right?
Sold out to Facebook.
Sold out to it's no longer Microsoft's thing. So some of these people can go be part of Facebook streaming,
which actually might be more profitable.
It's definitely more profitable than fucking YouTube, but as far as Twitch, no one's really beating Twitch right now. But
I feel like if anybody could beat it, it's Facebook, where people already scroll.
I thought it'd be Microsoft.
My mom watches Facebook live streams.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to turn on a Facebook live stream, to be honest. I don't know where you go on that.
They autoplay.
Mm.
You scroll,
really?
You scroll past them and they just start going.
Huh.
But this also leads to a third part of this article. I lied. Two of the biggest people on Mixer. You guys know one, Ninja. The other one,
who?
Ninja.
Not my Ninja. It's a different one. He's got blue hair.
Ninja.
He's the one that plays with the rappers.
Ninja. Don't play dumb. We've talked about him plenty of times. Ninja and Shroud. Ninja had a $30 million deal to be part of Mixer.
Jeez,
Shroud had a $10 million deal.
What a boss.
And Ninja's really hard to watch. I don't know if you've ever watched this shit.
I've watched him try to teach people to do that dance.
Floss. Oh god, that's humiliating.
That is.
Shroud's actually pretty good. I see him a lot because of Valorant, but he's actually pretty good. But with these contracts, Facebook approached both of them and said that they will double their contracts if they support Facebook streaming.
Fuck.
And both of them declined.
Declined?
Yeah, but they were owed to have their contracts paid out. So Ninja was $30 million over time, and so was Shroud's $10 million over time. But because the company left, they owed them their contracts. So it's some WCW shit.
So they're taking their $30 million and then they're gonna double it over on Twitch.
No, on Facebook.
No, but they're gonna double it by going to Twitch and just doing streaming over there to make that money over.
Facebook would have
right. Facebook would have doubled it, but they didn't give a shit about that.
About Facebook as the streamer.
They're going to be able to make that much or more by going to Twitch.
Because they'll go to Twitch and get a new contract with them, but they got paid out for their remaining contract years.
Ain't that some shit?
Dude, let's call Facebook. We'll do it. I'll do it for half.
1%.
$10 a week. All right. Sold. Got to start somewhere.
The Lockdown Pod agrees with you. Shroud is good.
Yeah.
Shroud plays Valorant?
He plays Valorant, but I think he used to play Call of Duty. He used to play Overwatch. He's a shooter guy. Shroud.
CSGO, he says.
Oh, CSGO. Yeah. Shroud. Oh, God. He's 26.
Jesus Christ.
PUBG, Siege, all shooters. Well, World of Warcraft.
What am I doing? Sucking at League. And not streaming it. People just yell at me.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah. He's the best. He's the best gamer. Dr. Disrespects explains why. Oh, I thought he said he was one of the worst. Never mind. World's most popular streamers. Oh, is that him? Ugh. But that's it.
That's it for the news?
That's it for the news. It's a lot of shit. So I apologize. I was trying to go quick, but
there's good content in there.
It just goes to show us that we need to get a fucking lucrative ass Twitch deal or something.
Fuck that. We need to get a lucrative ass Facebook deal. I bet you they'll hire anybody.
This
is your opportunity, JD.
Fuck that. Although when I move, I might actually stream. Just to see if I like it.
You should, man.
You know, new year, new me, new start. No, probably not.
Can you join Mixer right now and hit it big, and then Facebook will recruit you? Or
just leave me.
are they just going to grab Twitch and and just farm from that.
Let's see if Mixer's even.
It's ending in July, right?
505.
What?
404.
Oh, you're not gonna get 404 on Mixer.
Oh God.
There's still people streaming.
There's on the front page. There's 112 people watching this guy. And what's he playing? Oh, and he even says, this guy's name is Ghost from Texas. Ghost from Texas is no longer on Mixer. Twitch.tv. He's advertising a different company. Fuck!
That's
that
cold.
Sucks. That sucks. Is this live?
He's just streaming. He's streaming his Twitch stream over to Mixer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
What are you gonna do?
Mixer.
What are you gonna
great.
do? You got no choice.
Oh man. But that's it for the news.
He looks like he's good at gaming. Shroud's got that like chin that folds into his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 69 people are watching Brittany play Valorant. Stronger together. And then she has twitch.tv/Brittany. And she got smoked. Oh man.
I need to work on my gamer chin. Thanks for joining us, Lockdown Pod. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll be back ideally every Thursday. So good to see you guys. Eric, do you have anything you want to say to people before we head out?
Follow us on Mixer, mixer.com/theitchnetwork.
Do we still have one? I mean, I guess it doesn't go away, right?
Yeah, it's there, probably. It might be mixer.com/thisistheitch. I don't know if I ever updated that one.
Dude, did you know that maybe I should tell you this offline.
Yeah, I should probably talk about this stuff.
Anyway, have a good weekend, man. I'll see you next week. I'll see you in the future, with everybody else. Have a safe time, everybody. Bye-bye.